Hello, I am here. Oh, my hair's a mess. Put a hat on. Just stir my hair. I am on live. Let's see if anybody comes on. Yes. I am here. We lost an icon, Tina Turner. So start with that conversation. About 50 plus. Talk about somebody who changed their lives, who was an and I'm going live for some people. It's nighttime. I usually don't go live during this time. Michelle Buchanan, hello. Selma, I cried. I'm very sad about her. Albert High, she was my idol in terms of coming from an abusive background and then overcoming it later in life, which I've done, and starting a whole career in my 40s, like late 30s, 40s. She showed me she could do it, I could do it. Hi, Jason. Hi, Susan. I mean, not many celebrities get to me. I always sad when someone dies, but there are a few. And my close friends know, my longtime friends know how much I love Tina Turner. And I'm going to see Tina the Musical next month in June. So that should be very interesting. You know, I am I was amazed by her courage and that she just changed her life. And was always very authentic about herself. It's something I strive to be myself. Just somebody who just was like, this is who I am, where I came from. I don't live in where I came from. And I'm gonna go forward and be me. Well, you saw it at Madison Square Garden, Michelle. That's good. The sad part is I've been to a million concerts and I've never seen Tina live. One of the few regrets of my life. Don't know why. There you go, Jason. You see me. I don't know why. It just happened that way. Didn't see her. So I seen the live shows on video and stuff, but I never saw her live. So that's one of my biggest regrets. There are a few folks I see concerts all the time. But there are a few folks I just never seen. Yes, the rock. Yes, she had the ultimate comeback story, and to be a black woman, that's even more impressive. The fact that she didn't let that hold her back, didn't let her hold her down. That rock and roll music is for everyone. If it's just good music, it's good music. That black folks can do rock and roll, and be respected in rock and roll. She was high beauty for ashes. She was the whole package. You know, she wasn't perfect, and she never said she was. She knew about her past. She told us her past. She showed us her past. Um, yeah, but she was always looking forward. And she got her younger man, went to Switzerland, said bye bitches, and she was doing just fine. My favorite quotes of hers when she was 63, 64 years old, and she was announced she's retiring. And they're like, why are you retiring? And she's like, I'm a 64-year-old grandmother. I'm tired. I dance in heels 3 nights, 3-inch heels, 5 nights a week, 6 nights a week. I'm tired. Because people just thought she would live forever. They thought she'd perform forever because she came back so, considerably late, as they called it, and just slayed it. And so she showed people that you can still look good and still dance and sing and pop it out in your 50s and 60s. She was one of the first ones to show us that. But I always knew if you're a dancer, you still dance all your life, that's something that just stays with you. It doesn't go away. My girl Tony Basil talks about that in her 70s. My late friend Shabadoo Quinones was the same thing. It's like if you just continue, if you're always dancing, that dancing stuff doesn't go away. Michelle had a dream once that Tina Turner, because I have nice legs too. I had a dream she was my grandmother. She was my leg grandmother. I was like, you're my grandmother in my dream. It was hilarious. The thing about Tina Turner is also amazing. When she left Ike, she's like, all I want is a name. She knew that name meant something. She was Annie Mae Bullock, but she knew that Tina Turner name was going to get her somewhere. She's like, you can have everything else. I just want the name. Mm-hmm. Good. Albert, I'm surprised you're not live right now. Doing your 1,000 shows. I loved Angela Bassett's statement. I was waiting for her statement. And Miss Bassett did. I've met Angela Bassett, super sweet person. You can't even imagine, and just as beautiful in person. She didn't look like Tina, but like Tina said to her, she didn't mimic her. She found her own Tina and brought it out, and that's why she deserved her Oscar nomination. And probably should have won. But Oscars are politics. That's another story. Her and Lawrence Fishburne, who was nominated, playing Ike, they worked it out in that movie. Mm-hmm. So, no, Albert, Albert, I know this is your time period. Sorry, your time slot. Gotta come on. They choke on my cherry pie. I just die right here on the screen. Bradley, did you see the latest documentary? It came out 2 years ago. It's good. I think it's on Hulu or HBO Max, or not called Max. It's really good. It's a newer documentary. That's what. So yeah, that's what it is. So yeah, she talked about that. How she said, "I gave you a book. I gave you a movie. What more do you want from me?" Let me turn on light. It's getting dark in there. Oh, it's getting dark in here. I can't see myself. Fell in love with Penny Johnson Gerald years after. What else got to do with it? And it was Florida Promo. Somebody watched. Was she in What's Love Got to Do with it? I can't remember if she was in it. Just for you out loud, hopefully we can share. Well, thank you. I'm not talking soaps. I'm talking Tina Turner. I know Paige Johnson Gerald from 24. That's when I first encountered her and loved her on that. Thanks, folks, for coming in and watching. Hit the like button since you're here. Hit the like button for Tina. You don't want to hit it for me, hit it for Tina. I have her book, I Tina. I read it first. I bought it when it came out. I still have it, the paperback. And yeah, so I'm moving. And I said, we just got the tickets. So I'm going with my chocolate twin Tony, his friend Stevenson, my sister, and my brother-in-law. We're all going to see Tina. Oh yeah, David Bowie. Well, you know, David Bowie, as we know, liked the black women's, but he also fought for black rights. He questioned that. I know you saw that famous clip that they went around for a while about MTV with him, Mark Goodman going, "Why aren't there black artists playing?" Because I was here. Thank you, bye Albert. Have a good show. I mean, I was here. I had MTV, and we had a black box. So we had MTV back when it was, whatever. We had some cable channels, but anyway, we were in the hood. And so I remember, and so it is ridiculous when you think about it that they didn't have any. There were black folks who did rock music or music that wasn't, or pop music. I mean, it's like they wouldn't play them. But you have to also remember, and some of you guys remember this too. I used to go to Tower Records or Sam Goody or any of those places, and they had rock, pop, then they'd have black section or R&B and black. I'm saying that's how it used to was. I'm not making this shit up. That's how it used to was. I was there. So when you think back to how it was like there were no blacks played in certain spaces, you're like, what? And David Bowie and Mick Jagger, all of them loved Tina. Tina was the bomb. And I say this all the time. It just takes someone to believe in your talents to help you out. I always praise the folks who believe in my talents and who are above me, who include me in things. And I try to do the same for the people who I may be a little ahead of them. It's that whole village. Just you help each other. So David Bowie was really good about that. Yeah, and now they're together. So yes, but that documentary, Bradley, I thought was different. I thought I knew everything about her. This was very different. That's a BET came. Well, I mean, before that, they ended up playing Michael Jackson. So before BET came on, they did because Warner Brothers said they would not play any artists if they would pull all their artists out. They didn't play Michael Jackson. So they did play Michael. Then Prince came on. Then Donna Summer, and then a few others. They started to do that. I just watched the Donna Summer documentary on Max, and Donna Summer was the first black woman played on MTV, which I didn't know that part. She works hard for the money, so hard for it, honey. So they did, and then BET came. The BET came later. I remember BET started also. Donnie Simpson was my man watching the show. They came later, and that was a whole other genre and everything there. But at first they played Michael. They played Michael and Prince, and Donna and some early Diana Ross. They started playing some, getting in there. But yeah, and then they went from there. But they had to threaten. They said, "We'll pull everybody if you don't play Michael Jackson." I was like, and there you have it. And the rest is history. And then the MC got really black at some point. It was like the Black Network. So there you have it. So, but it's funny the evolution. Because I mean, the Run DMC's first album was rock. It was rock and rap before that was even a thing. King of Rock and all those were basically they were raps or rock records. It's like hello, but that was like 80, 81, 82. They weren't playing rap unless it was Rapture by Blondie, which I love. But again, just a thought that we had segregated music, folks, and it wasn't that long ago. The 80s busted it wide open. That's why I love being from the 80s. I'm a 70s kid, but I'm an 80s teenager, young adult. And I love that because all music was just everywhere, everywhere. And when Tina came, I remember seeing Let's Stay Together. That was the first of the old comebacks, and I love that. Plus, played the Acid Queen and Tommy. I know I've watched Tommy like 20 times, so I know Tommy. And but Let's Get Together came, and then of course, What's Love Got to Do with It. But my favorite song of hers from that album is Private Dancer. A dancer for money, do what you want me to do. That song is so sad. And I love the music and just her vocal and the video. Oh, that's just my favorite songs. That one. Baby Good Speed is another one I like too. Well, Let's Love Got to It is so ubiquitous. It was a huge hit. And of course, it was great. But there's some other great. She did a version of David Bowie's 1984 on that album. It was really good. Her version, I Can't Stand the Rain, is really good. That album was a huge hit. That album was really good. I bought the album. I played it to death. Right here in this house, I was 15 years old in my dining room on that stereo that I still have, and I played her album to death. I was a fan. Then It's Only Love. One of my favorites, my favorite James Bond songs is hers, GoldenEye. I love We Don't Need Another Hero. That song is a bomb. Oh my God. What are the songs? The Thunderdome. She made Auntie Entity, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. She was the bomb. So, And I was playing her song with Barry White, my other favorite artist. They're in heaven together. Their song In My Wildest Dreams. If you ever heard that song, go get it now. I played it for my sister. It's a beautiful song, and both their voices just work so well together. It's a little unknown gem that I liked and stuff. So yes, I have some beautiful prints from her that a friend gave to me to hold on to. I'm gonna get them framed, and I have them. Thank you, Flo boys. I thank Flo for the $1.99 GoldenEye. I know Flo and I have the James Bond theme love. Well, we have many things in common, but that's one of the things we have in common. Is the James Bond themes. And GoldenEye is a good one. GoldenEye is a really good one. Everybody say hi to Flobo. It's a really good one. So she's up to the challenge. Hi, Danny. We're celebrating Tina Turner, the late Tina Turner. I imagine myself as Tina Turner many times in my life. So, but the thing about Tina is that she was older in this business, got much respect, looked great. I like to think that she was my model for me, just coming into this business later in my life and saying, I'm going to try it. She showed me that you don't have to stop at 25 or 30, and that's it. That you can start in your late 30s, early 40s, and actually have a career. So, and sometimes you got to see it. Sometimes you got to see it in front of you to see if it's anything. And I just following her, I saw it. So she was a big inspiration for me, completely. And I like to dance. So yeah, the Bond. Oh well, the Bond songs are a whole other story. And everything. Oh, there's Speedy. 80s is great. Yes. There are a couple of Bond songs that I got to sneeze. Look to the light. Excuse me. The Bond songs, there are a couple of Bond songs that I got into later. I was like, that's not okay. I don't know if I like that one. And then later listens got into them. Like Chris Cornell, You Know My Name. I love that song now. It was one of my least favorites at first, but now I like it. The theme song with Jack White and Alicia Keys, I actually like that one. Thank you, Matt. I actually like that one more as later as I come on. Because I'm a huge fan of the oldies, of course. You Only Live Twice and Goldfinger. I mean, Shirley Bassey, of course, wins all of it and the most. But of course, the 80s, I love A View to a Kill, but The Living Daylights by Aha. I was not a Timothy Dalton, James Bond fan, but the theme songs, I actually liked them. And that License to Kill song with Gladys Knight, I actually like the song. those songs kind of grew on me later. Um, of course, the class. I love Garbage is the world. The world is not enough. That song, and of course Sheryl Crow. Tomorrow Never Dies. Um, I love Skyfall, and I do love Billie Eilish's "There's Just No Time to Die." To me, they're in the spirit of what I guess I like big lush productions for James Bond themes. I fall for those more, like a Goldfinger, and what's the other one? Diamonds Are Forever, which probably is my favorite. Diamonds Are Forever is probably my favorite James Bond themes. That's my thing. I never ranked them before. So, which one's your favorite? For Your Eyes Only is a good one too, Bradley. That's a For Your Eyes Only. I see what I can see. For Your Eyes Only. That's a good one. That's a good one too. Well, that's a very good one too. I said some of the '80s ones were good. They were good. They were good out. They were good. There's only a few I was like, but most of them I do. I like them. There's some good ones. Well, Sheena Easton, who later was like, "Come inside my sugar walls." Okay, girl. Thanks, Prince. I don't know if Flo was still on here, but if he doesn't tell what is his favorite James Bond theme. Because we've talked James Bond themes, but I remember we said if we ranked them. I think we've talked about them, but I don't think we've ever like. So okay, it's my favorite one. Same with Tina Turner songs. I mean, my favorite Tina Turner song. I like Two People. I like What You See Is What You Get. I like What You Get Is What You See. I like there's so many Tina Turner songs I like too. I mean, I don't know which was my favorite. I mean, it's probably Private Dancer. I think Private Dancer is my all-time favorite. It's Private. Yes, Jenna, she will be. Yes, I think Private Dancer is my favorite, and then probably We'll Need Another Hero, Thunderdome, probably number two. Then Your Wildest Dreams. I know I can do a little top five. I got to think with the other ones. It's Only Love with Brian Adams, a good song. Um, there's a bunch of good songs. Better Be Good to Me, The Best. I mean, there's just so many. Like Typical Male, the typical male, the typical. All I want is some female attraction. Oh, some male attraction. She was good. I'm butchering her songs, of course, but she wouldn't mind. She doesn't care. She knows that we're trying to celebrate her. I was watching all the legends comment, like Shaka Khan or I care they're all commenting. I mean, she was somebody who was admired so much by everyone and liked by everybody. You know, that doesn't happen very often. And again, coming out of controversial times, that's what's so amazing. That she came out of controversial times. But she's just a legend. She's somebody that just it's and she was 83 years old, so she lived life. She lived life. It was on her terms. She had her Buddhism. She had her younger man. She had her family. She had her friends. She had Switzerland. She was doing just fine. She had her hits. And so when she retired, she retired. That was it. There was no looking back. She was like, I'm good to go. She'd be a grandmother and great grandmother, do what she could do. She was good to go. That's admirable. You do your job and you walk away. You're like, okay, I'm done. You know, like I said, very few artists affect me, and she's one of them. There's some others that they go and I'm like, you're sad, but there's few that really affect me. Octopus, that's so funny. Roger Moore was my favorite Sean Connery of all of them, but Roger Moore is a close second. And I liked Pierce Brosnan. I had no problem with him. And I like almost said Craig David. That's a singer. Oh my God, I can think of his name. Was Casino Royale. I liked him too. He was pretty good. But I'm a huge Sean Connery one. But Roger Moore was very good. I know his son Timothy Moore. I interviewed him years ago. Timothy Moore is hilarious. He's a very nice guy. Very hilarious. So yes. Of course, there's George Lazenby. You can't forget him. From When You Only Die Twice. Only Live Twice. You only live twice, from Nancy Sinatra. Love that theme song. Very late 60s, very 60s. Yes. So yeah, so she yeah, so that's fine. But I saw Octopus in the theater. Every time my friend Tara and I used to go see all the James Bond movies when they come out. We'd go see them. Um, the last couple I saw, I saw them on TV because of COVID. I didn't go on. Yeah. But yes, I like the James Bond, the Broccoli family, like the James Bond stuff. So I just love it all. But yeah, she was Tina was something else. She just lived her life on her terms. She had her like I said, she had her Buddhism. She believed what she believed. She was like, I'm going to try to create something in the world, and she did. So we have to just all hail to Miss Tina for doing that. So I'm going to go. I just want to come on a little bit, just say something, a few words. We love you, Tina Turner. We're going to miss you. We have your music, we have your legacy, we have your book, your movie. We can totally just continue on. Be playing her for the next couple of days, and I'm just very proud. I'm very proud of her, and that she lived on this earth and gave us a great legacy. That's what's so wonderful about her. Everyone, I will talk to you guys later. Sign up for my classes. My students are this weekend and stuff and coming up. And check out JLJ Media. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Thanks for all the likes. And I'll talk to you later.